Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it's time for another video. This time, we're going to be looking at epic comebacks. Of course, Bournemouth achieved a remarkable feat just 24 hours ago now in the Premier League by coming back from a 3-goal deficit at half-time to secure a thrilling victory. They were trailing 3-0 at half-time, but managed to turn the game around, defeating Luton with a final score of 4-3 at the Vitality Stadium. Such comebacks are really rare as well, because normally when a team is 3 up, they have a win rate of 98%. Now, this remarkable comeback by Bournemouth actually made them their 5th team in Premier League history to complete this feat. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at them other 4 games. And before we do get into it, I want you to put in the comments, no cheating by the way, put in the comments to see if you can guess or know any of these games. And don't forget, folks, while you're doing that, please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. Kane, it's 1-0. We're fucking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened as I said it would. People will be... Oh, when have we got Leeds? So here is a look, folks, at the other 4 teams that completed that amazing feat coming from 3-0 down. And we're going to start back in 1997 with yours truly's team, Leeds United, as they came back from 3-0 down against Derby County to win 4-3. A seemingly insurmountable defeat was on the cards. However, we managed to mount an extraordinary comeback, fueled by sheer grit and determination. Leeds were trailing 3-0 after a brace from Dean Sturridge and a goal from Asanovic, when Leeds struck twice in the first half to start their comeback after goals from Rod Wallace. The Judas, Harry Kewell, very young at the time, scored a cracking goal. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank made a significant impact in his brief appearance, including converting from the penalty spot. But the pivotal moment came when Lee Bowyer found the net, securing a 4-3 victory for Leeds United. And the crowd at Ellen Road witnessed one of the finest and first comebacks in Premier League history from 3-0 down. Allow me to just take a trip down memory lane here. Nigel Martin in goal, David Weatherall, Alf-Inge Haaland, of course, at the back, Gary Kelly, Lucas Radebe, the most sexiest footballer alive in David Hopkin in midfield, Bruno Ribeiro, Rod Wallace, Hasselbank, Bowyer. I mean, Derby had Chris Powell and Gary Rowett at the back. It's madness, man. Just a year later, the feat was then accomplished by Wimbledon as they came back away from home against West Ham to win 4-3. West Ham got into an early lead with goals from John Hartson on the 7th minute, followed by Ian Wright netting twice in the 14th and 27th minute. You'd think the game was over, but Wimbledon and the crazy gang had other ideas. Despite seemingly being down and out, Wimbledon fought back valiantly. Marcus Gale scored in the 30th minute to narrow the gap, and in the second half, Wimbledon continued their resurgence with Jason Newell finding the net in the 64th minute and Marcus Gale getting a second on the 77th. But the pivotal moment arrived when Efe Nkoku scored on the 81st minute, sealing a dramatic 4-3 victory for Wimbledon. And the crowd at the bowling ground at the time witnessed one of the most thrilling comebacks in Premier League history. Hearing all these names now just takes me back to being a child, man. Like Jason Newell, Efe Nkoku, John Hartson, even Ian Wright at West Ham. It's madness. And now to the 2000s, after we'd all survived the millennium bug, September the 29th, 2001, Manchester United came back from 3-0 down against Spurs to win 5-3. Tottenham found themselves 3-0 up at half-time, seemingly cruising to victory. Dean Richards made a dream start to his Tottenham career, scoring on his debut to get the opener, followed by goals from Les Ferdinand and Christian Ziege. And it was a dominant display by Spurs at White Hart Lane in that first half, with their 5-man midfield controlling the game, Ferdinand and Teddy Sheringham up top posing a constant threat in attack. However, the second half saw a sensational turnaround. Manchester United, motivated by a typically forthright half-time reprimand from the manager Alex Ferguson, probably getting the hairdryer treatment, they staged an extraordinary comeback. Manchester United's comeback heroes in that game included Andy Cole, Laurent Blanc, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Juan Sebastian Veron and David Beckham. The goals flowed. Blanc, Beckham, Veron, Van Nistelrooy all found the net, completing a remarkable turnaround, with the final score being Tottenham 3, Manchester United 5. And the last one on this list, the most recent before last night's Bournemouth-Luton game, was Wolves 4, Leicester 3. This was on October the 25th, 2003. Wolves produced one of the most thrilling comebacks in Premier League history, defeating Leicester City in a captivating match at Molineux. And in the first half, the Foxes dominated. That man, Les Ferdinand, again set the tone for Leicester, heading home Muzzy is its in-swinging corner in the 12th minute to give the visitors the lead. If you don't know about Muzzy Is It, by the way, go check some highlight reels, because that guy was a baller. Just 3 minutes later, Ferdinand struck again, this time from another Muzzy Is It corner, extending Leicester's advantage. Ricardo Scamacca piled on the misery for Wolves with a third goal, latching onto a pass from 25 yards from Ferdinand. At half-time, Leicester held a commanding 3-0 lead. Ferdinand, 2 goals and an assist, cooking on gas. But in the second half came the remarkable comeback. Wolves refused to surrender, and in the 52nd minute, Colin Cameron kick-started their revival, slotting the ball into the bottom left corner after a free kick from Hassan Kaklau. I can't lie, I've butchered his name. I don't even remember this guy, I can't even lie, and it's 2003. Cameron continued his heroics, scoring his second of the day from the penalty spot in the 60th minute, following a handball by Keith Gillespie. And then Alex Ray levelled the score with a powerful header in the 68th minute. But the pivotal moment arrived in the 86th minute when Henry Camara connected with a Dennis Irwin cross 6 yards out, sealing the comeback and securing a 4-3 victory for Wolves. Ultimately, though, that season the result made little difference to either club, as both Wolves and Leicester were relegated from the Premier League 6 points adrift of safety. And that's your lot. Just 5 teams have come back from 3-0 down. It's quite the feat, though, when you consider being 3-0 down, the team leading normally wins 98% of the time, so it ain't easy to do. Which one's your favourite? Where does yours rank? Did you even get them before we started the video? I'm obviously going to opt for the Leeds United one, but it pains me to say it. Manchester United coming back from 3-0 down to Spurs at half-time is quite a decent one too, and they had some fantastic players during that period. But I will opt for the Leeds United one. But of course, let me know in the comments, did you remember any of these games? Did you guess them before we started? And which one's your favourite? And please, folks, do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. What happened, as I said it would. People will be... Oh, when have we got Leeds? Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah.